Happy time zone, everyone. It's me, Ivory, and welcome to my gameplay diary. I am very excited because I have my hands on an early build of the October 30th update. Yes, the one that we all have been waiting for. And there is something in this update that is going to change the way that your Zois behave and interact forever. I want to take the time to give you all a preview of what that's going to look like because your Zois aren't going to be the same once you get your hands on this update. For the purpose of today's video, we have Y and Ivory here. She's doing one of the new Halloween dances. When you look over to the left of your screen, you're going to see temperament and traits, which is different from where we selected our Zoi's personality. This feature right here is going to have your Zois feel completely different. When you open temperament and traits, you're going to see a whole different UI. Some of these will look familiar when you go to select your temperament. We have perfectionist, innovator, but hermit is something that's new. So with the hermit, you're cautious and secretive. You're most at peace when you're alone. You cherish stillness and inner peace. You prefer spending time with yourself over being around others, which I need to give this to the other version of my Zoe self. But if you keep scrolling here, you're going to see something very surprising. So a lot of people want to explore bad karma in inZOI. But with the prior game, it was really centered around goodness, and if your Zoe did something bad, they would be very upset and very depressed for a while. But we have these brand new temperaments and new traits which will allow Zois to live different lifestyles. So Outlaw is something new. They're playful and cruel. This personality shines the brightest when it brings chaos to society. So you defy rules and morals, thriving in chaos that follows. I don't speak Korean, unfortunately, but if anybody wants to translate that, if you do, I would be very thankful. So we also have the Troublemaker. You shine with your quirky, mischievous pranks, playful, childlike charm, and you brighten up any space with your joyful energy. They're playful and cruel. We still have the leader, we have a pacifist, an idealist, but what is more intriguing to me is the right side of the screen here, because we now have traits. We have numerous traits. There's extroverted, introverted, cheerful, depressed, clumsy, bibliophile, emotionally needy, fitness enthusiast, lively, neat freak, childish, genius, slacker, materialistic, and malicious. So for the purpose of today's video, I want to give her the malicious trait. They often engage in behavior that makes others uncomfortable and take pleasure in conflict. They may even intentionally instigate confrontation. For the genius, critical thinking and programming skills develop quickly. There's no failure in the problem-solving process, and the speed and improvement rates of creative activities are higher than average. Avert your eyes to the left side of the screen because we now choose our ambitions and create a Zoe before we jump into the game. This is something mandatory that we have to do. But first, I did want to let you know that if you wanted to support this channel, you can do so by using my craft and creator code, mygameplaydiary, in your copy of inZOI today. You can enter it under the game options setting, and it helps to support me as a creator. But enough of my yapping, let's go ahead and jump back into the video. This video, we're not really going to focus on good interactions or good karma because we already know what that looks like in inZOI. I want her to be very nasty and very rude to see how other Zois respond to it. And another thing that I noticed in my gameplay over the weekend is that if you try to be a serial criminal, they are going to be sad about everything that they do. I'm going to have her post some false info online with this new personality, but I see that she had a want herself to post false info online. I have had Zois that have stolen money online, that had bad karma, that were doing false investments, but I never had a Zoe desire to do something bad. And for the first time, I'm seeing her with this personality that she has. She wants to post false information online. So I'm going to go ahead and let her do that. And I want to see how she's going to respond to this behavior. I like to think that she is online participating in stan culture. All right, let's see how she feels about that. So she achieved her goal and she feels amused. Wait, she is amused that she did something naughty. So it says twisted pleasure. Others would take things seriously, but I find them amusing. Even wrongful actions feel entertaining. Next, we have can't believe they actually bought it. From fulfilling urge, you spread something untrue. It's absurd and entertaining to see people believe and gossip about it. A housewarming event just got triggered. I've never had this happen before, but somebody came with a newspaper to welcome me to the neighborhood. Okay, this event is going to give us the opportunity to be nasty and rude. So I'm going to click on Jean Lee and I can mock her and it's going to make me feel good. All right, so clicking on her, I see that karma interactions are now labeled as karma, and I can mock her or I can scam her. So let's try to scam her and see how she feels. So from scamming someone, she feels amused. It says pleasant transaction occurs when you claim the investment funds. With a plausible argument, the investment money was taken. The other party completely believed it. Such things are always thrilling. We're only a few minutes into the gameplay, but I am already seeing a major difference in how my Zoe responds to doing bad things. And I've tried crime with a bunch of different personalities, but this definitely is a change because she's not feeling bad. She's not feeling guilty. She thinks it's funny. Okay, she thinks it's funny that she is robbing, stealing, and scamming. She suddenly wants to pick a fight with Jean Lee for no reason. I'll enjoy seeing how they react. And this is caused by the Troublemaker trait. Okay, well, there's so much happening. I have to pause it. So being rude and nasty to this Zoe is making my Zoe feel confident. Looking at the relationship log with Jean, I see that even in their log that she is amused that she was not really nice to her. I couldn't stop laughing. My laughter, which seemed to tease the other person, might have been even more provocative, and they sweet talked their way into getting the investment. I actually found their trust enjoyable. Felt uneasy as we struggled to understand one another, even though we were speaking about the same thing. So this was just from like a normal small talk interaction, and it made her nervous. That right now I have her stealing because I want to see how she feels about committing a crime. Oh, unfortunately, she's getting arrested. But I am seeing numerous Zois in jail with her, and I can also talk to them. This is new. I've never seen this many Zois in jail before. I see that she wants to tell a corny joke on purpose because she is a troublemaker. And I'm starting to see that this personality that I crafted for her, she really likes to get a reaction out of people. We tested out things with the troublemaker. She loves to gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep. I know with the troublemaker, she enjoys doing like prank type of activities. So like getting money out of people, telling corny jokes, being a little bit rude. That makes her happy. Another thing that I'm noticing is that she's getting some goals that are related to her traits. So she wants to watch the debate channel because she's a genius. So I get how this is working. So let's go back to the lobby and make an outlaw and have her do some crime to see how that fares. All right, so we have YN Ivory here, who is an outlaw. And let me just make sure, let me check her card. Outlaw, malicious, genius. So with that, let's go ahead and try to commit some crimes to see how she feels once she gets into some bad behavior. Let's go ahead and commit our first crime to see how she feels about it, which is stealing coins from the parking meter. All right, she made $7 out of that. I see the police. Oh, damn. We're in jail already and she's feeling uncomfortable. Now, I don't know what this says, but after she committed her crime, she got a little confident. So she takes pride in being a rebel. What is she doing? She's making loud noise. Okay. She also wants to get in a fight from having a troubled heart. I do see that unlike the jail in Doan, there's only one inmate here in Bliss Bay. We're going to break out of here though, because we need to commit more crimes to see what else we can get into. I found a new Zoe to test out her personality. and she still feels excited, confident from having this negative conversation. The more I play with these temperaments, the more I'm still a little bit confused about the nervousness, but I guess it's just making her a bit anxious the way she's interacting with this Zois. But they're about to get into a fight. I do see the police down the street here. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, they're fighting. Girl. It's her swinging and missing for me. How embarrassing. Wow. Oh. Dang. She got knocked out. We're going to get her this time, right? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, this is awkward. Not them taking pictures, excuse me. Let's go ahead and steal this bag that's right here. I am noticing that even though she's not having a feeling of positivity after committing a crime, I'm not seeing that she regrets it, which to me, when I get that any other time when I'm doing crimes in inZOI, she feels worrisome, nervous, and like sad that she committed a crime. But with this new temperament, like her new personality, I'm not seeing that she's concerned and worried and upset that she's a criminal, which makes sense now. Let's go ahead and hack this ATM. We're definitely going to get arrested because there's a bunch of cops out here, but we pretty much tested out everything we needed to. I see that she wants to make a spontaneous purchase from being impulsive. The cops are definitely on the way. And there goes the cops with perfect timing. So I see that she was nervous from trying to do the crime. She does have a very low skill in programming, so that could be what caused the nervousness. Just from trying these two temperaments, I already see the changes with the Zoi's personality, and I had some time to reflect on it, and the emotional responses do feel realistic. So she committed a crime for the first time. It didn't go so well. So she's confident that she's a rebel and she's happy about it, but she didn't do it right. So she is feeling a little bit nervous, and I can't wait to continue to create Zois with different combinations of temperaments and traits just to see how it affects the gameplay. I also noticed that the way that some Zois responded to her and engaged with her was a little bit different. This is an early test build, so I do anticipate to see more changes with the new system for temperaments and personalities, but I'm thoroughly impressed so far, and I feel like it's going to add the variety and personalities that the game really needed. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm curious to see your response to it. Other than that, remember to stay hydrated, be kind to yourself, and I will catch you all in the next video. Cozy vibes with Ivory. Baby, put me in your hard drive. Stacking mods, your girl's got gigs. Make a character, her booty big.